Welcome to Ultimate Floor Care. Today I'm going to be unboxing this Bona DCS50 vacuum unit. We've got this in for a customer, but I want to show you guys at home what you get in the box, and we'll talk about its main benefits and accessories. So let's open up and see what's in the box. So now we've got the machine out of the box. We have the main unit and we have all of the accessories here on the table. Now this is a certified M-class machine which comes with a HEPA filter in there. It's suitable for dry vacuuming as well as wet vacuuming. Very simple to change it from dry to wet vacuum. We just need to remove the fleece bag and we need to make sure that the HEPA filter is removed when we're doing any wet work. So it's compatible for both of them. Looking at the machine here, we have three different settings. We have the on button and then we have the automatic, which is when we put our machinery into here. When it's on, the machine automatically comes on. When you turn the machine that you've plugged into here, that will turn off. Now a good key feature here is maximum of 2.2 kilowatt in this machine. If you do anything over, it will just overload the machine. So the way to have a look inside at the vacuum, we have a clip here, a clip on the side, and then we can just simply pull it off. So in here we have our container which we can hold our water if we're doing wet vac, or we have our fleece bags for any fine sanding if we're doing anything that's coarse and we're picking up bulky stuff. And we also have our refuse sacks in here which are cable tied in there. If we want to have a look at the filter and we want to remove the HEPA filter, we want to put this back on here. And then there is a little clip at the back. Pull that back. And inside here we have our HEPA filter. I always recommend after every job giving that a good clean out. Don't put it in the washing machine or give it any brute force, but we just want to peel that out, give it a little blow down just to make sure that we get any heavy particles out of there. Just put it down. So if we look at how to use it, very easy, comfortable machine with a large handle on there. Casters make it easy to move around when we're vacuuming, which is so key. Another thing we've also got again is our connector. Our 240 volt 3-pin plug we need to put onto our 2-pin, but that's very simple to put in. Let's have a look at our hoses. We have a decent robust hose here, which is great. Pop the front off here just to twist lock it. Ready to go. If we want to put some different attachments on, they have what's called the airlock system. So we pull these 2 pins in here, can remove that. Little trick on the side here, we actually have an airlock connector that clicks onto here. With any attachment, these work great for the Bona orbitals or any other machines that you might use. We can also take that off. And we have other stepped attachments that we just screw on. Whatever tool we're working with. So it comes with lots of different attachments with lots of ways of working. I'm just going to put this back on here. Put this back where I found it in here. The other side as well. We have a crevice tool. So we want to get between pine boards, or we want to get underneath quite high skirting boards, we'd use something like this, just connected on the end there. So just before we get into the accessories, I want to talk to you about how to change it from dry vacuum to wet vacuum. And the main important thing is the nozzles you're using. At the moment we have them on the squeegees, which is why it's optimum for wet vacuuming. Now, if we want to change it from wet vacuuming down to dry vacuuming, we need to change it out for these brushes. Let me just show you how to do that now. So at the bottom here, we have a little turn knob. We want to loosen that to release the wheel compartment there. Once it's been pulled back, you can then pull out this connector, and then we can change it out for the brush. Slides in there like that. Just make sure you keep them in the white plastic bits, and then use the same plastic bit for the squeegees you do with the dust. Otherwise you could end up having wet vacuum that's filled with dust, and the other way around as well, wet dust, which you don't want. We want to pull them wheels back and then just tighten that up. Hold that in position. With this side, we've just got a small clip here. I'm going to pull over. Pull that out. Pop that one in and push the clip back over. Another important thing when we're wet vacuuming with this machine is we want to make sure that the filter's out. So again, like we said earlier, you pull that out, bring the HEPA filter out. Make sure we've got no fleece bag or anything like that in there, because our dirty water is going to fill up this tank here. And when we're draining our water tank, we have our hose here that we want to just pull out and allow to drain here. There is actually a tube here with a outlet here that's going to drain all your dirty water out, and then when we're finished, we just want to put it back into the upright position. So that's how we're going to go from dry sanding to wet sanding with this machine. So let's have a look at the other attachments that we get here. We have this hose here, which is ergonomic, easy to use, nice and robust. Just want to have 3 locating pins that we just want to locate in here, and it's just a twist and lock. On the end here, we have our elbow nozzle just for connecting onto our pipe here, and then connecting onto our floor nozzle of our choosing. Another great benefit with this machine is we can actually interchange these with the airlock system. We have 2 little pressure buttons here. We can remove that. Then on the other side of these is an adapter that we can use to plug into our edging machines, fine sanding machines, orbital machines, such as the Bona Orbital. Another great benefit of these is we have here, so we can actually release air when we feel like we're getting too much suction. The machine will make a beeping noise when there is loss of suction due to air rotation. It's all to do with the thickness of the hose and then the thickness of the adapter that you put on. So if we want to change the adapter, we can do that by unscrewing that. And in here we have a stepped adapter, which we just want to screw on. So versatile, interchangeable for different types of tooling. I'm just going to take that off. Keep that aside. Put our original one on. Put that back where I found it. Clip our nozzle on. So a great overall M-Class machine for anyone that's starting out in the floor sanding, to offer dust-free floor sanding to your customers. We can use it for wet and dry vacuum, so a great all-round machine for the restoration service as well.